So about a month ago, I thought it was a good idea to do a 100 days video. So today, I'm doing that, and I'll be making a stupid custom Minecraft mod every day for 100 days. I should stop doing this to myself. Also, my goal is to defeat the Ender Dragon. So on day 51, I remembered that I was a dictator, but the villagers in my dictatorship weren't following my laws. So I needed to make them follow my laws. So I went adventuring and I found the White House and Obama. So the next day, I made a copy gun which copies the building, and then I pasted it in my dictatorship. But on day 53, of course I couldn't allow another government besides my own to exist. So I made a rocket launcher and I blew up the White House. But don't worry, FBI, Obama was okay. Then on day 54, I wanted to go on an adventure. So I made Yoshi who I can ride. And on day 55, I found one of your mod ideas, which was a free candy van. And inside it had blue candy. Day 56, I was running out of bread and I needed some food. So I used an idea to make it when I kill a pig, I get bacon. On day 57, I was ready to go to the nether. But first, I needed to master the 3 elements. The first was fire. So I made a fire flower, and when I press the letter Y, it shoots a fireball. Then on day 58, the second element was Shrek. So I made a Shrek movie DVD, and I put it in my TV and mastered the art of Shrek. For day 59, the final element was lightning. So I made Mjolnir, which shoots lightning. Then on day 60, I entered the nether. But it was kinda hard for me to move around the nether. So I made an idea to make a Fortnite pro who cranks 90s. On day 61, I found the nether fortress, and I made bullet bills which go to the nearest blaze and explode. So then I had enough blaze rods. But I had forgotten the way back to the nether portal. So the next day, I was told to make a meme. So I made the most dead meme I could think of, Ugandan Knuckles, and he told me the way to the nether portal. Day 63, I made John Cena, and when you give him ice cream, you can ride him. And then I found the portal and returned home. On day 64, I used an idea to make a phone with TikTok on it, and it stimulated my brain so much, I spent the entire day watching it, and now I have no attention span. On day 65, I used an idea to make your mom. So I went to her house, and she was hideous. So the next day, I made bleach, which I used to cleanse my eyes of that horrible sight. For day 67, I made an Andromeda bar, and when I eat it, it sends me to a planet in space. But I can't breathe in space, so I returned to Earth. But on day 68, I made an astronaut suit and returned to space. But I once again had to return to Earth to save my computer from the lag. On day 69, I made Barry Benson from the Bee Movie. Day 70, while exploring the woods, I found the Pope, and he challenged me to a rap battle, which I won. But on day 71, the Pope was mad that he lost, so he sent the Master Hand from Smash Bros to kill me. But for day 72, I used an idea to make a Giga Chad, but he instead dug to China, so I was all alone. But I just spammed the letter Y and I won. For day 73, I was bored, so I made Spider-Man web shooters which shoot webs. On day 74, I was told to make JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I did, but the characters have intimidating jawlines, so I blew them up. Day 75, I made a PlayStation 5, but before I could play it, I got a news report.
Tom Nook broke out of prison.
So I knew he would get his revenge on me. So the next day, I played on the PlayStation, and I got teleported to a room with Timmy and Tommy. And on day 77, they sent Thanos to kill half of all living things. And he did, but he ended up killing both Timmy and Tommy, so I just left. On day 78, I made an idea to make Dream versus Mr. Beast.
Dream versus Mr. Beast. Fight! Mr. Beast wins!
Day 79, I decided to be mean to my villagers again, so I made toilet paper and TP'd their house. For day 80, I was told to make Herobrine, and he could fly and shoot lightning at me. So the next day, I paid the US military $2.1 billion for a B-2 Spirit bomber, and I blew up Herobrine. On day 82, my wings weren't very useful anymore because they can't go up or down. So I was told to make a helicopter hat, which can make me fly. On day 83, I realized I needed to get ender pearls to go to the end. So I called my good friends at NASA, and they sent a spaceship with ender pearls for me. Then on day 84, I got a call from SpongeBob, and he told me he was being held hostage by Tom Nook. But first, I needed a better boat, so I made one and went out to save SpongeBob. But on day 85, Tom Nook sent the Kraken to stop me, but I managed to kill him. And on day 86, I saved him, but he refused to pay me for my work, so I killed him. The next day, I was kinda poor, so Elon Musk came to my house and got me to invest in crypto, and now I have no money. On day 88, I left to go find the stronghold, but first, I stopped at Walmart to buy some new weapons. So the next day, I bought some donuts that give you speed 100, but when I went to go buy it, the manager tried to kill me because he was paid by Tom Nook, but I killed him first. Day 90, I needed an army to stop the Ender Dragon, so I made minions, and when I give them bananas, they work for me. Then on day 91, I found the stronghold, so I dug down and I couldn't find it. So I made a Nokia 3010, and when you throw it, it spawns TNT, which I detonated, and then I found the stronghold. On day 92, I found the end portal, but Tom Nook had sent Goombas after me, so I trapped myself from them, and I made Cappy, so when I click on them with it, I become a Goomba. Then I entered the end. And on day 94, in the end, for some reason, Walmart employees were spawning there, so I made a fan, and when they get in front of it, they get launched. On day 95, I made a red dragon to help me fight the Ender Dragon, and then I killed it and left the end. But I still had to defeat Tom Nook. But first, he sent some mobs to try and stop me, starting with Bindi, but I don't know what he does, so I made it so that he spawned squids. And then the next day, he sent Jason, who I killed. For day 98, he sent the next mod idea, Cartoon Cat, but I may have made him a bit too creepy, and I accidentally made his head the wrong way. And on day 99, all I had to defeat was Tom Nook, so I went to go fight him and found out he had become Sans, and his powers were striking me with lightning, shooting fire, and crashing my game. But I managed to kill him. And finally, on day 100, of course I had to build a giant pillar. And then for my final mod, I made a nuke block. And then I detonated it. So after 170 hours of work, I am finally done.